Good morning. We are up and at it a little bit later than normal this morning. So we are off to our local cafe, which is just around the corner, to get some coffee and breakfast. See you there.
Ciao. We are heading back to the hotel now, and then we are going to explore some of the old town and check out some of the temples.
Also to note, there's about 120 temples in Chiang Mai itself. So we've picked 6 that are relatively close to us in the old town. Won't have time to visit them all.
Also, another thing to note, if you are planning to come to Chiang Mai, definitely stay within the walls of the old city. It's very walkable, so it only takes about 20 minutes from end to end, and lots of attractions, lots of cafes, restaurants, bars. Some of them are closed, I think due to COVID, unfortunately. But yeah, there's still a lot happening, a lot to do, all the markets and that within the old town. So yeah, really central location to stay.
This is Wat Chedi Luang. We were really excited to see this temple as we've walked past it every single day on the way to get our morning coffee. We read earlier that this was built in the 1400s, but in 1545, due to an earthquake, actually collapsed a big part of the Chedi. Partially rebuilt in the 90s with extra support added in the form of concrete elephants around the perimeter of one side of the structure.
Visited the temple called Wat Pantao. This temple was also built in the 14th century and is one of the few remaining all-wooden structures left in Chiang Mai. The temple was converted into a monastery in the late 19th century, and it consists of the main prayer hall on one side and a pretty impressive gold stupa on the other side.
So we actually stumbled across this temple, and I'm so glad we did. It was absolutely beautiful, and the name of the temple was Wat Phra Singh. This temple holds an important Buddha statue called Phra Buddha Singh, which actually gives the temple its name. This temple is very much part of the local community still, with a monastery and school contained within its grounds. So we're just taking a little bit of a break from the temples and stopping off to have some lunch. We saw a restaurant on the way to that last temple that looked pretty busy, and we were going to try it out. Finished lunch as per usual. Amazing. We both had the cow soy, I had the chicken, Christy had the vegetarian.
Delicious as usual. So we've had cow soy a few times at a few different places, and the recipes do vary slightly, so they're all really interesting in their own way. This one was really good. It was really coconutty and lots of noodles, so it was nice. So this temple is actually the oldest temple that we visited in Chiang Mai. It houses 2 Buddhas, a marble and a crystal Buddha, both said to be about 2,000 years old.
The last temple on our list was Wat Lok Mali. The exact founding date of this temple is unknown. It is estimated that it was built in the 1400s. This temple is also host to one of the most impressive chetties in Chiang Mai. This chetty holds several ashes of past kings and is also a great example of what Chetty Lawang would have looked like before the earthquake in 1545. The last stop we're going to isn't actually a temple. It's a part of the original wall built back in the 1300s. This is a recreation of the original wall. In World War II, when Chiang Mai was occupied by Japan, they actually tore down pretty much all of the wall to reuse the materials elsewhere.
We're about to head out for the night. I booked us a street food tour with a local guide. We're just going to go around the old town. I think we're going to market and some other little local restaurants. So hopefully that'll be good. So we've been picked up by our street food tour guide. His name's Coco, sounds really nice. And we're just at another hotel. I think there's about another 6 people doing this tour with us. So it'll be really nice and fun to meet some new people and hang out with them for the night.
Alright, I'm just going to stop the video right there. When we did our food tour, it was actually quite dark, and where we were sitting, there wasn't enough light to film a lot of the dishes that we had, but we loved the food so much. Christy and I went back to a lot of the restaurants the next night, and I will cut that footage into some of the other footage of the night of the food tour. Alright, let's get back to it.
A lot of chili. The best way to describe this is it is so fresh. Like, Steve was waiting for me while I went and ordered this for what, like 20 minutes? Because she made everything from scratch, like everything, and you can definitely tell, like the papaya salad, the papaya is still crispy, and the other ones that we've had have been sitting in liquid for I don't know how long, but it goes mushy and just the texture's really
Thailand.
Definitely the best one we've had.
Yeah.
And so maybe the 4.
Oh, that chili's brutal. Brutal. It's so good though.
Best chili sauce. What sort of sauce is it? Pandan sauce. And I assume condensed milk. Okay, so this is the second stop from the night. This is the Chiang Mai Gate Market. This market is actually just down the road from our hotel. So the first street vendor we stopped at, our guide ordered us the khao soy, which, as you know, is always a crowd pleaser for Christy and I. These coconut pancake desserts. We've actually seen these a few times around, but we've never actually ordered them ourselves, so it was great to actually give them a try. They were amazing. Great way to end the night.
Traditional dish of Thailand.
Some coconut and corn pancakes or puddings. I've been wanting to try these since we got here, and I've walked past so many times.
Oh,
Is that hot?
so hot.